Welcome to Coinbook. My name is Calvin Waite, and I'm a professional crypto trader. So I just became the Chief Investment Officer for Humbl Financial. And the neat thing about that is that now all of the trading strategies that I've developed and created bots for, you can now subscribe to those, and I'll put a link in the description in case you're interested. It's only for people outside of the United States, just because of regulatory reasons. But I will continue to keep doing YouTube videos and teaching people how to trade. And so nothing will really change on the Coinbook channel, but pretty cool that that's now an option. So as we talk about Bitcoin today, I just wanted to remind everybody that you may want to follow the @coinbook_com Twitter handle, just because if there's something that's pretty urgent that I don't have time to load a video or do a whole big thing, I will tweet out kind of important things that are going on. So yesterday, while we were having a nice bounce here, I knew for sure that this resistance point was going to come into play, and that we would likely reject at near 34,000. I went ahead and sold enough to pay for a couple months worth of stuff, just bills, while the market kind of corrects and does its thing. So this was sort of the best time to exit, probably for a little while. If I head over to the chart, it definitely retreated, and now we're kind of in limbo. So we're kind of in the middle of this giant range, and we are staying above the 50-day so far, and I think we will definitely have support on the 200 after really kind of thinking about how things are playing and how many big players there are in the market and things. We are most likely going to stay above the 100-day moving average. So this red line is probably going to be our support, and so the more time we have to kind of consolidate and work through the correction here, the better, because this will probably get higher and higher. I don't think we'll get even close to 20,000. We're going to be above this, but the 100-day moving average is at 22,000. I'm also not saying that we're guaranteed to go down that far. Bitcoin is going to kind of do its own thing. And I'm curious to know if perhaps we have started a little bit of a channel here. So I won't keep this line on, but you can kind of see that you can see how a lot of investors will be watching this line here, the line between this bottom and this bottom. So we'll see how that plays out, but for now, I'll just leave that off, and we'll just let the chart do what it needs to do. So that's kind of where we are. We've been in a green zone for a long time, and normally these things don't last more than about 90 days. So we are now on day 88. So we'll see how things go. So far, we're just gonna have to be patient. We all know that long-term Bitcoin's gonna recover and do really well. So this bull run is not over yet. We just have to be patient for a couple. Man, guys, we are in the middle of such a beautiful alt season. The past week there has been so much strength, and so many coins have turned around. We are right here. So our altcoin market cap is above 10 million for the first time in quite a while. It's been definitely a handful of weeks here. It was, let's see, I guess it would have been December 16th. So it's been more than a month that we've been below a 10 million Bitcoin market cap. And this line here is a pretty important line. It's kind of it's been our pivot point for probably the longest term. There have been supports and resistance. This one wasn't perfect, but resistance eventually, and then resistance, popped above, So this line is pretty big. We've been um, this line has been in place since 2017, and so as we attempt it the first time, it's very possible that we'll get rejected the first time that we try to recover from it, especially from a fresh low. So there might be another couple of weeks where alts kind of flatten out a bit, but I think we have the strength to overcome this line. A ton of coins have really good structure, and there are a ton more. Well, actually, there's actually only a few stragglers left that need to turn and have the right structure. So most of the buying is kind of happened. Like most, if you're not in a position, you might have missed the boat on a lot of alts. But things are looking amazing. The others' dominance today is absolutely off the charts. I mean, this is such a huge line. And I think we probably talked about this 200-week moving average. Like the 200-week moving average is the biggest line that you get in these trends. And it usually takes a big candle to get through it. And wow, we're up 0.3% on others' dominance, which is just tells you how well the micro caps are doing. Pretty incredible day today. This is what it looks like when you've missed alt season. So just yesterday, Humbl Financial just did an announcement during their investor call that I've been brought on board as their chief investment officer. And this is going to be kind of cool. What's happening is I originally had worked out Coinbook to be an investment strategy, kind of a algorithmic and bot trading website. So I did a lot of back testing and tried a bunch of things. And when I started talking to Humbl, they kind of wanted to do the exact same thing. And what happened is all of the trading strategies that I've built bots for and back tested and everything are now going to be available through Humbl. So Coinbook itself, it's just my pet project. I'm still going to do the YouTube videos and teach people how to trade just because I love this stuff and I can't stop talking about it. But for those that are outside of the United States, Humbl is doing some really amazing things. So at humblpay.com, they're essentially creating this global financial system where you know how you go to a foreign country and you've got to deal with converting your money into cash, and you lose like 20% because of the rip-off exchange rates, and then you're not sure who to trust, and then you don't know if you've gotten counterfeit bills, and there's just so many problems with traveling globally. And there's a lot of friction in with small business and things. Well, what Humbl is doing is they've created sort of a central kind of an app where you can get off the airplane. They've got a map with merchants that accept Humbl. You don't need to carry cash at all. You can scan your phone and pay for things. Everything is just super, super simple. So the things that they are doing are really, really cool. But one of the things that I'm doing is, because this is kind of a blockchain-based company, they want to help people that get involved in crypto but really have no idea what they're doing. They want to invest, but investing is really emotional and it's hard to keep track of how, especially people that just aren't used to markets and the emotions involved. It's pretty rough. So what we're doing is, if you go up to financial right here, you can go and create an account here. So it's the research kind of shows a little bit of the back test results of some of the trading strategies, the bot strategies that we've developed, and just some information here. But if you were to go to buy and sell or sign up, this is only available to people outside of the United States, just because the United States is really rough on It's just the regulatory environment is really rough. So they're working on it, but right now U.S. customers can't sign up. So if I click this, I get booted out because I'm from the United States. But for those that are not in the United States, this will be really cool because some of these strategies that I use are available. And what happens is you'll sign up with your exchange, submit your trade APIs. So when you create an API key, there's an option to create just a trading API key. So it allows the bot to make the trades, but the coins are still in your account on your exchange. You have access to all the funds. So it's pretty neat. From an arm's length way, you can have somebody, you can have my ideas making those trades for you. So pretty neat. That's kind of what this is all about. But yeah, nothing's going to change from the YouTube channel. I'm still going to answer questions and talk about how to trade. This will just help people that don't want to do it themselves or they're having a hard time being successful. And not to say that there's no risk, because my portfolios, they have their ups and downs. So no trade strategy is perfect, but over the long period, you'll do pretty well. In my personal trading, I've more than tripled my investment return this year. So it's pretty awesome. And we're just at the start of alt season, so we've got a lot of upside to go. So this is pretty cool. Very neat stuff. I'm really excited for this because now I can do more research and create even more, tailored bots and things like that. And it'll just help people to take advantage of these swings in our crazy market. Going into the weekend, there are some pretty awesome things that are happening. Ethereum is ready to blow. We are above this long-term line, and we have created a resistance point that we're about to retest in a couple of days. Whenever you find a solid resistance and then you retest it quickly, you're in for another upside. So over the weekend, Ethereum is going to be fun because it's going to be going up. And where our initial target for this, trading at 0.035 and resistance at 0.385, there is approximately a 0.03 upside. So we will most likely hit 0.041 Bitcoin without much trouble, probably over the weekend. So this is going to be a sweet move. That'll be a gigantic move for Bitcoin dominance because it is Ethereum's the biggest player in that market. A couple of other highlights. I haven't gotten into Tron yet, but it is happening probably in the next probably either today or tomorrow. So I'm finally gonna get into this one. It's been a slow turner, but it's getting there. Ethereum Classic is ready to go too. We're finally at this line. We've been rejected just yesterday, and now we're retesting. So it's about ready to blow wide open, which is really exciting. And Link is having an amazing day. We did break above the 50-week moving average just today. So that thing looks really nice. I bet a lot of those Link Marines are pretty happy about that. I wanted to tell you that just yesterday, Tezos just exited the red zone. And so today, obviously, we're having a beautiful 14% gain. So this is awesome. The structure that we kind of created, once we exit that red zone, we've got some upside. So this is just barely brand new, ripe for an awesome trade. So that thing's really going. Digibyte is one that is probably in the next few days too. I'm watching it closely, and it's doing exactly what Tron is doing. So those ones are still opportunities that have not been harvested yet. So what I was amazed about with Engine Coin, because this was our first triple from of the season, we've kind of broken above the bodies of these candles, and so there is more upside on here. It's pretty tipsy, so be careful with trading this. Once we get into these super high ranges after such a straight up move, we're definitely looking for exits. But this little consolidation and retest of the high is paying off today, so we're on another leg up for this. Just keep in mind that if you haven't bought in yet, you've missed it. Don't be buying this when it's tripled from the bottom. There's no structure and the risk reward is not right. So those that got in and got it, congratulations. But if you're sitting on the sidelines thinking, oh, I'm missing out on a triple, I better hurry and buy. No, the reward is wrong. The risk reward is upside down right now. So we're looking for exits on this one. When it consolidates and corrects and finds a base, yeah, that's when you get back in. Especially if you want to support the coin, you want to support good chart structure. Even if you do not want to sell and you want to hold the coin long term. Okay, so a couple of others. Loom is finally breaking out. We have gone sideways for quite a while after exiting the red zone, and finally we're on the move. And that is the exact same thing that's happening with our good buddy Verge. Verge is finally doing it. I've been waiting for this. We've had a lot of wicks though, so I know we've got 6 hours left on the day, but man, it'd be nice to end the day right here, because we will see some good upside on Verge if we can do that. Really, really awesome. You can't end a video without talking about Mana though. Look at this thing. Oh, Mana is our fourth coin that has officially doubled. So from our entry point down here in the low 300s, when we ticked above 600, that was our fourth double of the alt season, and I just think there's a lot more coming. There's some just really nice structures that are still playing out. So as we're patient and as we wait over the next couple of weeks, we should see a lot of these popping. But man, this is so far a really nice trade. I am definitely enjoying this move that Mana is making right now. But anyway, hope everyone enjoys the rest of their weekend, and we will catch you guys all on Monday. Okay, it is time to separate the Coinbook trolls from the Coinbook fans. So, these are the magnificent t-shirts that we are giving away every Friday. These are individually packaged with love from your best friends, China. There's also this incredible option designed by yours truly, and we'll be giving away probably one or two of these every Friday to just a random comment on any of the videos over the past week. But, and I don't blame you, if you absolutely cannot live without one of these shirts, I am willing to part with them for $15 worth of your favorite crypto. Just reach out to me on social media and we'll get you guys hooked up.